you have to realize that nobody is going to do it for you. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's coming to say, hey, like, yeah, I've been watching you for the past few months, and I just wanted to say that here's $10 million and a business that's going to last you a lifetime. No one's coming to do that for you, right? You might get a helping hand here and there. You might get people who love you coming up and giving you a helping hand with certain things. But at the end of the day, the goals that you've set, the goals that you've made on January 1st or whatever, those goals aren't going to be accomplished by anyone else. And even if they do get accomplished by someone else doing something for you, are you really going to feel like you fulfilled those goals personally? Are you really going to feel like it was all you who achieved those goals? I doubt it. I know personally for me, I definitely would not feel that way. I would not for a second feel fulfilled if one of my major goals was all of a sudden just handed to me on a silver platter. So you have to realize that no one is going to come and do the hard work for you. And you also have to realize that even if someone does do some of the work for you, it's not going to feel good in the end. Because as cliche as it sounds, it really is all about the journey, getting there, what it took to actually achieve those goals that you have set out in your head 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years down the line. It comes down to you. So if you're someone, and like me in my early days, who constantly is blaming outside sources, maybe not verbally, maybe not actually saying it to these outside sources, whether it's a person, a thing, whatever that you think mentally is causing you to fail. If you're like me, blaming these things, and it's like, oh, woe is me, like nothing ever goes right for me, then nothing's ever gonna go right for you, right? There's not going to be a certain point where all of a sudden everything just turns and wow, even though I was blaming everything else today everything went right and now I'm on track. The only way that you're going to stop feeling sorry for yourself, stop blaming outside sources, is if you start blaming yourself. Now, I'm not saying talk down on yourself, because that's another whole topic, which is very, very harmful. I'm talking about start taking full responsibility for your actions and for everything that happens to you, right? The only reason you're in this certain position right now is because of every single choice that you've made in your entire life, right? Now, I understand that some people have harder upbringings than others, right? That definitely comes into play. But looking at it from a completely neutral standpoint, a non-biased standpoint, realistically, you're in the certain position you're in right now when you're watching this video because of every single decision that you've made in your life, not because of what other people have done to you or what other things have happened to you, whether the market went up or down in crypto, right? Like, those are things that are out of your control, but things that are in your control are mainly the reason why you are where you are right now. And that's something that I've learned over the past couple of years, especially, is that if you're not taking responsibility for your own actions, then your own actions will never turn into what you want them to be, because they're always dependent on outside sources. But as soon as you take into consideration that you are the reason that you are where you are right now and start taking responsibility for it, it helps you learn how to turn them into a positive and start thinking, okay, well, that's not the reason why I failed. I'm the reason why I failed. How can I fix it? And it puts the ball in your court. It puts the responsibility on your end, and it puts it in your control, right? So, like I said at the very start of this video, no one is coming to save you. Nobody. No outside source. And even if they do, it's not going to feel good, right? Personally, I know that I would want to achieve everything that I've written down in my journals or my goal books, whatever, on my own. Now, obviously, I'm not saying that having help is a bad thing. Help is great. But what I'm saying is someone doing it for you is not great. Put in the hours, attend the meetings, write the emails, learn that new skill, even though it might take 5 to 10 hours of watching a boring video where you need to learn a skill. After that 5 to 10 hours, you've learned that skill and you can apply it to whatever it is that you need to do. So stop procrastinating and take responsibility for your actions and put those actions to work for you. As soon as you take responsibility, then that's the point where you have full control over the future, because you can implement things and apply them. So really, I just want to talk about that. It's something that I've learned over the past few years. Just take full responsibility. Even as much as it might feel like it's not your fault, take responsibility, move on from it, learn from it, and you have control over your future if you can do that. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I thought it was an interesting point. But just remember, no one is coming to save you. The ball is in your court. You make the move. Whether it's a good move or a bad move, you either learn from it or you gain from it. So that's it for the video, guys. See you in the next one.